Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. Doom, The Dark Ages has just been released on Steam. I've got early access to the game. It works fantastic in 3D. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the game working and how you can play the game in 3D in a VR headset. I have been playing the game with a mouse and keyboard. It's a new game. There's some new mechanics. But in this video, we're going to be playing the game with a gamepad. First thing you need to do, you need to run the game at least once because you need certain files and folders for this to work. Once the game's loaded, quit the game. Then you need to go to the ReShade website. You need to download the latest version. Just click on download, version 6.4.1, click on download. Now you need to run ReShade, and ReShade is going to scan your PC for all the games you've got installed on your PC. So we're looking for the brand new Doom game. Scroll down and there we go, Doom The Dark Ages. Look, click on that, click on next. I don't think this game is going to work with UEVR, which is another converter that converts flat games, Unreal 4 and 5 games into VR games that you can play in a VR headset. There's no mention about this game on the UEVR Discord, so I don't think it's going to work. This game has got its own proprietary engine. It's been custom designed. It's the ID Tech 8 engine, I do believe. But ReShade has detected that it's a Vulkan engine. So make sure you select Vulkan, click on Net, uncheck everything in this box here. And you need to select Depth 3D by Blue Sky Defender. Click on that and make sure you select the little box below it, Super Depth 3D. And then click on Next. That's now installing the 3D shaders for the game. Click on Finish. We have now installed 3D into the game. Now I'm going to run the game and I'm going to show you physically the 3D working. Now Doom detects if you're using any outside programs like ReShade. Just click on No. And then play. Okay, you'll know if ReShade's installed because you'll see it right at the top of the screen. I saw the ReShade menu. ID Tech Engine 8. Doom The Dark Ages. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my save game right at the start of the game and I'm going to show you the 3D working. You can physically see the 3D before you try. This is how I check the games are working in 3D before I play them. Okay, campaign mode. I've left all my settings on maximum. I'm running the game on a 58 to PC. This game is super fast loading as well. I don't understand the magic. Okay, so we need to hit the home button. Bring up the ReShade menu. Now in here, you need to select Super Depth 3D. And you should see my screen change. It should split into two. We now have a split image look. One for the left eye, one for the right eye. Let me click on continue. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Now scroll down, you're looking for this section here, look, depth map. I've already set the 3D depth map to 44. If I go to depth map view here, if I put stereo depth view on, you can now physically see the 3D. So let me get a bit closer to something in the world. And let me try the gamepad. Okay, let me move forwards. You can see, look, physically, the world in 3D. So the darker the grey, the closer the object is to your eye. The lighter the grey, the further away in the distance it is. So if I go back to the ReShade menu, look, if I change this value here, this 44, if I make it lower, so here my gun's right in 3D, right in front of my face, but I want to see more of the background. I'm going to sacrifice most of the 3D detail on my gun and my shield. Now if I go back to 44, yeah, let me try about 80. You can really see the 3D depth in the game now, look. There's like a flag in front of me. Behind the flag there's like some statues and things. That's telling me this has got a really good 3D. Now when you first install ReShade, you're probably going to have DM1 on normal. As you can see, there's no 3D, just a blank screen. So for this game, you need to make sure you've got the M1 reversed on. And if I get rid of the menu, if I play around a bit now, you can see the 3D world look. You don't want to add too much 3D to the background because it will make your weapons up close very blurry and out of focus. So I'm quite happy with this, the look of this so far. I'm going to play the game with this much 3D depth. So go back to the ReShade menu, hit the home key, scroll back down to depth map, and I'm going to turn the stereo depth map view back off. I now have a 3D image, but I need to be able to view this game in 3D. I'm going to be using virtual desktop on my Quest 3. I'm going to set it all up now. So I'm going to run the virtual desktop streamer app. That's going to allow me to connect wirelessly to my PC. The game's still running. I'm going to set up my Quest 3. So virtual desktop is going to allow me to watch my video in 3D or play the game in 3D. Okay, recording on the Quest 3, up, down, left, right. I'm going to run virtual desktop. Okay, I'm connected to my PC. Okay guys, so I'm in virtual desktop. I'm recording what I can see in my VR headset. And as you can see, we still got the split screen. And I'm actually moving my character with my controllers, which is pretty cool. So how do I get to view this in 3D? Well, if I move my crosshairs to the top of the virtual desktop, I'll go down, click below the video. You'll see here, look, there's some options. These are the 3D options here on the left. This is like side by side, half SPS. I need to make sure I select half SPS. I am now in 3D. If you're watching this on a flat screen, you can now see a single image again. This looks amazing, guys. The 3D is absolutely phenomenal. Remember when I told you about the weapon being a bit out of focus and fuzzy? I can see that on my main weapon. But I'm going to sacrifice my main weapon not looking super sharp and clear because I want the 3D depth in the background. And if you're watching this in 3D now, you probably agree with me. This looks stunning. Okay, some bad guys. I'm not used to playing the game with a gamepad, so my aiming might be a bit off. So basically, I'm playing this game on like a giant 3D screen. I've wrapped it around me slightly. You can change all the settings for the screen. You can bring it closer, move it further away. But I'm playing the game now in 3D. I'm in a 3D world. And you can see the background and everything. Look, you can see the ship here. And the game is running flawlessly on my 5080. Super silky smooth. Now if I wanted to, I could bring up the ReShade menu. I can make the 3D even more 3D. But it's going to make my main weapon even more distorted. So let me bring up the home key again. Okay, depth map is here. So let me mess around with this here, look. I put the 3D depth map on 250. You can go beyond this, but you have to hold down the shift key and then change the slider. Okay, so I think for you guys in 3D, the 3D now is absolutely stunning. Yeah, this looks superb. Shield block. Look at that. How cool is that? That looks amazing. That ship coming in, crashing. I don't want to sprint. I don't want to spoil it. It looks too good. Why would you want to rush through this amazing looking game? Okay, that looks so cool. That oh, there's dragons in the sky. Look. Shield charge. That's so cool, the shield charge. Lock on. Look at the gibs, guys. There's blood everywhere. I am the Slayer. Rip and tear. Yeah, blood flying over my head. Why would you not want to be in this world in 3D? Why would you want to play this game on a flat screen? I do know there's lots of companies now bringing out 3D TVs again, and they're using like lasers to make the 3D work without any glasses. Hello there. Let's have a look at this guy in 3D. Now you have to remember, when you apply a lot of 3D to the game world, it does shrink it down a little bit, so it does not feel quite life-sized. If you want a more life-sized experience in 3D, you need to really reduce the 3D so that your weapon, you've got all the 3D depth on your weapon. Up here we go. And this game's so new. I love the experience of being somewhere new. I mean, look at the lighting and everything. Now, just like real life, look, far away places in the distance, you don't really see the 3D depth. It's only up close you get to see the true 3D depth. So playing this game in 3D lets me know that this game will work amazingly in VR, because it's the same principle really. This world is stunning, guys. Okay, lock onto the environment. Smash it. Oh, hello there. Execution, let's go. So the executions are what I used to record in slow-mo. I used to make videos on them. Okay, can we execute this guy? Go for the... Hello, guys.
The Slayer is dangerous. Keep your distance.
You're right, mate. I'm dangerous. Double dangerous in 3D. This world is so incredible. I love this series of games. And they get better and better. I wasn't too keen on all the jumping puzzles in the Doom External.
We can't stay here.
Ensign, do you have a lock on the Slayer's location? Confirmed. Weapon drop incoming in 3, 2.
So the in-game cutscenes are in 3D. A new weapon. Okay, what do we have? A glove. Gauntlet. Power gauntlet. Okay, melee attack. Oh, nice. That's so cool. Is that health? Okay, that's giving me ammo and health. Form a 3-hit combo. Oh, 3 times rapidly, okay. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Can you go away now, please? You're spoiling my 3D effect with the menu. I need 3 charges to do the combo. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice. I can't help you guys, sorry. I do love how brutal he is now.
We can't stay here.
Grab the life. Okay, that allows me to get across chasms, look. There's like a big hole here, but the shield slam allow me to jump across. Okay, let's go. Cause some mayhem. Rip and tear. Oh, this is so good, guys. So gruesome. I love the shield slam mechanic. Okay guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up. You get the idea. Hopefully you're watching this video in 3D as well. I can use that to get up on ledges as well.
The main gate is under lockdown. There's a key in the nearby church. Route in the location.
Okay, we need to find a key. Grab the armor. Let me blow up a barrel. Nice. Blue key in the church. Still getting used to the game controller. Feels so brutal, the gameplay. What's that? Need to parry it. So we've got like traps now. Okay, we need to do 2 parries. And in 3D, you can see the projectile coming towards you. Going down. There's a really satisfying effect and sound when you drop as well. This is one of those games I play to find all the secrets as well. Oh crap. Pinky! Oh, someone riding a Pinky! Glory strike. Let's go for it. Oh, so cool. So epic. Also, playing the game in a VR headset, you get all this surround sound.
The cultists are traitors.
He's at ground zero. He located.
Okay, we have the key. Auto map.
Once he kills the demon, the portals will collapse.
That's a cool effect. The objective menu look. Kill all the demons. Okay guys, well I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video. You get the idea. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell. I'll see you in the next one. Secret key required. Piggy. Whee! I'm going to leave you with this epic 3D view. See you later, guys.
A glimpse of you, and then you was gone. I searched for you everywhere. Where'd I go wrong? Chasing shadows in the neon light, flickers of hope in the darkest night. Echoes linger in this empty space. Where did you disappear in the digital haze? Lost in the rhythm, but still feel the voice. You were my signal, now I'm just noise. Scrolling through the pages of memories untold. In a world of pixels, your warmth turns cold. Chasing after whispers through the wires and screens, searching for connection in the gaps between. Lost in the frequency, but searching for the light. You were my beacon, now I'm lost in the night.